Prince Nikolaos and Princess Tatiana of Greece announced their divorce from Athens. The Grand Ducal couple of Luxembourg concludes their state visit to the Kingdom of Belgium. The Duke of Kent visits the Blackheath Halls in South London. And Queen Mary of Denmark attends a celebration at Aalborg University. All this and much more coming up next on your Royal Daily News. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're doing well. My name is Alexandra, and welcome to your Royal Daily News for Friday, April 19th, 2024. This afternoon in North Jutland, Her Majesty Queen Mary of Denmark visited Residence Os. Residence Os is a psychiatric residence according to Section 107 and Section 108 of the Danish Social Service Act for adults with severe mental illnesses and other, quote, social challenges such as anxiety, depression, altered perception of reality, dementia, stress, or other psychological difficulties, end quote. Several weeks ago, the Citizens' Council of Residence Os wrote a letter to the Royal Court of Denmark requesting that the Queen pay a visit. According to the social director of the special sector in the North Jutland region, Ms. Dorte Juul-Hansen, quote, it was the citizens' great desire to show the housing and their homes to the Queen. So the citizens were pleasantly surprised when the Royal House responded with a yes. It has caused great excitement, end quote. During the visit, the Queen was given a tour of the residence, including one of the common rooms and the greenhouse. In the mid-afternoon, Her Majesty the Queen attended the 50th anniversary celebrations of Aalborg University in North Jutland. The university was inaugurated by then Her Majesty Queen Margaret II of Denmark in 1974. According to a press release from Ritzau, since its establishment, Aalborg University has, quote, formed and educated young people based on research of the highest international class in order to contribute to creating knowledge for the world, innovation, and change. With its internationally recognized and unique learning model for problem-based learning, PBL, Aalborg University has created a special framework for solving society's problems through close cooperation with the outside world, end quote. Aalborg University is, as Her Majesty Queen Margaret II of Denmark expressed in her speech at the inauguration, quote, a place that has a special reputation, end quote. During the celebration, speeches were made, presentations of honorary doctorates, and there were musical performances. In Klampenborg, Her Royal Highness Princess Benedicte of Denmark attended a party at Sølist on the occasion of her upcoming 80th birthday on April 29th. The party was hosted by the Friends of Dressage. In Oslo, the Royal Court of Norway announced that His Majesty King Harald V of Norway will return to public duties on Tuesday, April 22nd. The King has been on sick leave since contracting an infection while on holiday on the island of Langkawi, Malaysia, with Her Majesty Queen Sonja of Norway. The King was medevaced back to the Kingdom of Norway, where he was immediately admitted into the hospital in Oslo. After having a permanent pacemaker implanted, the King remained in the hospital for another week. Once he was discharged, his doctors recommended that the King remain on sick leave until sometime after Easter. On Thursday, the Royal Court of Norway released a new portrait of their Royal Highnesses Crown Prince Haakon and Crown Princess Mette-Marit of Norway. The formal image was taken inside the ballroom at the Royal Palace in 2023 by Serbian photographer Mr. Dusan Reljan. In Athens, it was announced that their Royal Highnesses Prince Nikolaos and Princess Tatiana of Greece had decided to divorce after 14 years of marriage. Per a press release from the Greek royal family, quote, we wish to inform you of a significant and heartfelt decision made by their Royal Highnesses Prince Nicholas and Princess Tatiana. After 14 years of marriage, they have chosen to amicably dissolve their union. This decision was reached with great care and mutual respect, reflecting the depth of their appreciation for one another and the moments they have shared. Their future interactions will continue to be guided by the same principles of respect and understanding as they transition into a relationship rooted in a strong friendship. They will continue to live and build their lives in Greece, a place they both call home. The family will always support them. We warmly thank you for your understanding and for respecting their privacy during this time. Signed, the Private Office of the Greek Royal Family. End quote. Prince Nicholas and Princess Tatiana of Greece were married at the Orthodox Church of St. Nicholas on the island of Spetses in Greece on August 25, 2010. Royals from reigning and non-reigning houses from around the world attended the beautiful sunset wedding. Sending love, light, and peace to the prince and princess during this difficult time. Oh, that's so sad. They're such a beautiful couple. And she is so kind. I met her once. Really a lovely woman. This afternoon, His Royal Highness, the Duke of Kent, visited the recently redeveloped Blackheath Halls in South London. According to Buckingham Palace, quote, the project to modernize the interior of Blackheath Halls has enabled it to become more accessible and welcoming to the local community. During the visit, His Royal Highness met with those who have supported the redevelopment and watched performances by Sir Bryn Terfel and the Blackheath Halls Youth Choir. End quote. I have so much respect for the Duke of Kent. I think he's simply wonderful. This morning, Her Majesty Queen Mathilde of the Belgians, as an advocate of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, visited the European Banking Federation in Brussels. The purpose of the Queen's visit was to attend the 2024 European Money Quiz Award ceremony. Organized by the European Banking Federation for young people aged 13 to 15 from 20 countries, the quiz aims to, quote, improve the financial knowledge of the participants and to enable them to make the right financial decisions. End quote. After the award ceremony, the Queen spent time speaking with the 6 winners. In Luxembourg City, their Royal Highnesses Grand Duke Henri and Grand Duchess Beatrice of Luxembourg, accompanied by the Prime Minister of the Grand Duchy of Luxembourg, Mr. Luc Frieden, attended the inaugural ceremony of the Luxembourg International Model United Nations 2024 held inside the auditorium at the Athénée de Luxembourg. According to the Cour Grand Ducale, students from the Athénée de Luxembourg participated in, quote, the United Nations Stimulation Program, which allows the students to practice and debate for 4 days in the conditions of a real United Nations session. End quote. And finally, on Thursday, the Grand Ducal couple of Luxembourg concluded their 3-day state visit to the Kingdom of Belgium at the invitation of their Majesties King Philippe and Queen Mathilde of the Belgians. In the early morning, His Majesty King Philippe of the Belgians and His Royal Highness Grand Duke Henri of Luxembourg visited the Melsbroek Air Base, where the binational A400M unit of the 15th Air Transport Wing of the Defense of the Kingdom of Belgium is stationed. According to a press release from the government of the Grand Duchy of Luxembourg, Belgium and Luxembourg have been cooperating closely for decades in the field of defense. Quote, in particular, the two countries will be setting up a binational combat reconnaissance battalion. End quote. During their visit, the King and the Grand Duke attended several presentations, including a briefing on the Luxembourg Police's Airbus H-145M helicopter. Then, on the activities of the Belgian Explosive Ordnance Disposal Service, also known as SEDEE, and the Luxembourg Army's Demining Service, also known as SEDAL. And there's more. They also witnessed a demonstration of the integrator drone and had the opportunity to meet 3 Luxembourg students currently undergoing ISTAR, intelligence, surveillance, target acquisition, and reconnaissance training in Belgium. In the mid-morning, the King and the Grand Duke traveled to the city of Liège, where they were warmly welcomed by the governor of the province of Liège and the mayor of Liège. Thereafter, they arrived at the University of Liège to attend the opening of a seminar on security and defense challenges in and from space. Back in Brussels, Her Majesty, Queen Mathilde of the Belgians, and Her Royal Highness, Grand Duchess Beatrice of Luxembourg, visited the organization Child Focus. After the visit, the Queen and the Grand Duchess joined the King and the Grand Duke at the Palais de France, the headquarters of the Liège Provincial Administration, to attend a luncheon meeting hosted by the governor and the mayor. The successful state visit ended with Their Majesties and the Grand Ducal couple meeting with hundreds of well-wishers from Belgium and Luxembourg in front of the Palais. Soon, the Grand Ducal couple got into their car, waved to the King and Queen, and drove away. And there you have it. Thank you all so much for joining me this afternoon. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. I will be back tomorrow on Saturday, April 20th, with all the latest royal news and events. Until then, I sincerely wish each and every one of you a wonderful Friday afternoon. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, comment below, and click on the notification bell so you won't miss a new episode. Have a wonderful Friday afternoon, everyone, and I will see you all tomorrow. Take care.